University of Shakey's Lady Bulldogs and National University Lady Bulldogs. National one.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Mic test, mic
Hello,
test.
mic test.
Hello.
Hi, Mikey.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay. Wait, so Mikey will ask Rhea, then after sumagot si Rhea, ikaw, I will ask na agad si Mikey.
Yeah.
Okay.
two teams are completely eager as well to get that second spot. Good afternoon, Shakey's fans. I am Mikey Abueg, ready to bring you more courtside stories together with Kayla Reyes and Rhea Agas. We welcome you back to the Shakey Super League quarterfinals. And let's see, ano nga ba ang crucial matches of the day? Of course, we have the UE Lady Warriors going up against the Lady Bulldogs, with the Lady Bulldogs having a twice to beat advantage at 2 p.m. And of course, later at 5 p.m., we have the Arellano Lady Chiefs going up against the Adamson Lady Falcons at 5 p.m. And from yesterday, we saw that the CSB Lady Blazers won against the UST Golden Tigresses in 5. And with that, we will see another game from them next. And for our game yesterday, the FEU Lady Tamaraws won against Ateneo Blue Eagles in 3 straight sets. And with that, they already booked the first seed. And of course, we would like to thank our Shakey's fam for your continued support in the Shakey Super League teams through the Shakey Super League bundles. We are happy to share the status of teams donations. As of October 22, we would like to invite our guests to try out our Shakey Super League bundle, available in Classic fees for 1,599 pesos and Classic Super fees for 2,199 pesos. For purchase of our Shakey Super League bundles, 50 pesos will be donated to your chosen Shakey Super League partner. Will go to the school's athletic program and the development of collegiate volleyball. And of course, saan nga ba natin mapapanood ang ating crucial matches of the day? We are still live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at MyPlus Network. And you guys can also watch us in all the Shakey Super League Facebook pages. We are also live on Aliw Channel 3, Solar Sports, Tap Sports, Blast TV, and Bola TV. And now let's bring in our panel, Kayla and Rhea. So Rhea, last week, the UE Lady Warriors were playing undermanned, but they still delivered. So for today that they are complete, what can we...
Well, what we can expect from today's match sa UE Lady Warriors is a well-rested team. And with that, Coach Jerry Yee will have more options in terms of offense and in defense. And we saw naman how the UE Lady Warriors battle it out with a 9-man team. And now, nakompleto na yung lineup nila. We will expect for sure the girls to battle it all out.
Now, Mikey, I also wanted to ask, how did NU prepare knowing that UE won't go down without a fight?
So earlier, I asked Beth, and they told me that they prepared by watching US game against Adamson, wherein the Lady Warriors performed really well. And now from there, they started to practice and training, and they want to always be better than their best. So we can expect that from Bulldogs.
Well, that's going to be really exciting to see in this game. And thank you so much for that, Mikey. Down to the 8 remaining teams who will be fighting for a spot in the semifinals here in the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. It's day 2 of the quarterfinals, still here in the historic Rizal Memorial Coliseum, as we witness Kizzy Madriaga and the UE Lady Warriors battle it out against Camps Lamina and the rest of the Lady Bulldogs for a seat in the semis. It's heart versus might between the UE Lady Warriors and the NU Lady Bulldogs. Again, I'm Kayla Reyes alongside Rhea Raagas and Mikey Abueg on the sidelines. Rhea, what can UE or what can we expect of UE in terms of the adjustments they need to make in order to get this win versus NU?
Well, you know what, Kayla? Here in the quarterfinals, we expect the girls to provide numbers for their squad aside from Cassie Dongalio in order to get that win here in the quarterfinals.
Well, definitely, it's not going to be an easy task for either of the teams, as we see here our playoff bracket. That's FEU booking the first seat in the semifinals. After 2 matches, only one team has booked their spot in the semifinals rather. That's after defeating Ateneo Blue Eagles in straight sets, while the CSB Lady Blazers were able to force a do-or-die match against the UST Golden Tigresses.
And for today's game naman, we are yet to witness whether NU and Adamson, both teams having twice to beat advantage, join FEU in the semifinals next round, or whether the UE and Arellano force and extend the series to a do-or-die match.
Well, let's now go to our first team, the UE Lady Warriors, and we take a look at their journey from the beginning of the tournament here. And as we can see, in the preliminary rounds for the UE Lady Warriors, they finished second in Pool A with a record of 2-1.
Well, moving on naman to the second round, it was the absence of multiple key players that led their campaign to a different turn, finishing only fourth in Pool F, although they showed solid performances from veterans like Crazy Madriaga, Casey Balingit, and Cassie Dongalio with 25 points against Adamson, but still, hindi enough to secure a win in that second round.
Well, leading the way here for the Lady Warriors is super rookie Cassie Dongalio.
And speaking of super rookie Cassie Dongalio, this rookie is just as good as advertised, tallying a total of big 101 points, 61 of which came from the second round. That makes her the #1 scorer among all players in this league. And the question is whether Cassie Dongalio will continue to put up big numbers for the Lady Warriors as they face a tough opponent, the NU Lady Bulldogs.
Now, on the other side of things, let's take a look at their opponents, the NU Lady Bulldogs. For the preliminary round, they finished with the first in Pool A. That's 3-0, defeated UE, San Sebastian Lady Stags, and the JRU Lady Bombers.
And you know what, Kayla? That flawless performance continued here in the second round after sweeping Pool E, defeating UST Ateneo and Arellano with top 3 attackers Vanji Alinsog, Eliza Solomon, and Bella Belen scoring up big numbers for the NU Lady Bulldogs.
And as you mentioned, Rhea, biggest contributor here for the Lady Bulldogs has been Bella Belen, especially in that second round.
Speaking of big numbers, Bella Belen continuously proving what it means to be a rookie MVP, tallying a total of 55 points, 31 of which came from the second round. She is currently the top 3 in terms of attacking with a total of 38.83% attack percentage.
Now let's get this game started as I turn you over to our floor announcer for the callouts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship 2023. Rizal Memorial Coliseum, let us now meet your quarterfinalists. Beginning with the National University Lady Bulldogs. Led by their team captain number 14, Erin Pangilinan. And their first libero, number 5, Shaira Hardillo. Make way for their teammates, number 1, Kay Bombita. Number 3, Gail Pono. Number 4, Bella Belen. Number 6, Vench Alinsog. Number 9, Aishat Belio. Number 10, Alexa Mata. Number 12, Eliza Solomon. Number 13, Camila Lamina. Number 17, Jamjam Maaya. Number 18, Ara Panike. And their second libero, number 2, Pearl Denura. And their opponents, please welcome the University of the East Lady Warriors. Led by their team captain number 12, Casey Madriaga. And their first libero, number 16, Nina Zeta. Make way for their teammates, number 3, Tin Ecalia. Number 6, Claire Castillo. Number 8, Yesha Rojo. Number 9, Cassie Dongalio. Number 10, Shamel Fernandez. Number 11, Kay Famulagan. Number 13, Casey Balingit. Number 14, Ash Cañete. Number 15, Dara Nieva. Number 17, Kai Cepada. Number 19, Riza Nogales. And their second libero, number 20, Angge Reyes. Please welcome the officials for match number 39. First referee, Yuloyo Choi Bukid. Second referee, Tay Lejano. Let us now meet the starters. First for the University of the East Lady Warriors. Opposite hitter number 3, Tin Ecalia. Outside hitter number 6, Claire Castillo. Another outside hitter number 9, Cassie Dongalio. Setter number 10, Shamel Fernandez. Middle blocker number 11, Kay Famulagan. Middle blocker number 14, Ash Cañete. And the starting libero number 16, Nina Zeta. Coaching the Lady Warriors is Jerry Yee. It is now time to meet the starters for the National University Lady Bulldogs. Outside hitter number 4, Bella Belen. Another outside hitter number 6, Bench Alinsug. Middle blocker number 10, Alexa Mata. Opposite hitter number 12, Alyssa Solomon. Setter number 13, Camila Lamina. Middle blocker number 17, Chemchem Maaya. And the starting libero number 5, Shaira Hardillo. Coaching the Lady Bulldogs is Norman Miguel.
For our starting lineup for the Lady Warriors, we have Cassie Dongalio, Shamel Fernandez, Famulagan, Cañete, Ecalia, Castillo, and Zeta as the starting libero. On the other hand, for the National University Lady Bulldogs, we have Solomon, Alexa Mata, Mika Belen, Evangeline Alinsug, Maaya, Lamina, and Hardio as the starting libero. So set 1 now underway. Again, our day 2 of the quarterfinals, heart versus might between the UE Lady Warriors and the NU Lady Bulldogs. To do the serving honors, we have Cams Lamina on the service deck.
Starting this quarterfinals match.
The set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. Great serve there by Lamina. Fernandez to Famulagan. Solomon attacks. And point is good. That one sailing straight on the line.
The Lady Warriors thought it was out in that cross-court hit, but that ball just catches the line.
So 1-0 in favor of NU. Shamel Fernandez doing the setting honors here in the first set. Madriaga will probably be seeing her in the second set. Team captain and rookie Dongalio with an attack. And Solomon, back-to-back points and back-to-back hits from her.
A go-to person, Alyssa Solomon for Lams Lamina, especially that she is currently in the top 3 in terms of attacking here in Shakey Super League.
So Lamina still on deck to serve. Better pass here for UE. Dongalio gets a look and scores a point right on Shaira Hardio.
What an attack by Cassie Dongalio, and it's good that Crazy Madriaga has already have her activated early on here in the first set. They need her in today's match, Kayla.
Serve goes wide for Famulagan.
These are the kinds of errors talaga na kailangan iwasan ng UE, especially if they face a tougher team, the NU Lady Bulldogs.
Definitely, as those are free points given away to their opponent. Great serve there by Bella Belen. And a point here for Alexa Mata.
Oh, we really have to give emphasis doon sa defense on the side of the Lady Bulldogs, we can see that was well read by Bella Belen. And siguro we can assume that they really studied itong si Cassie Dongalio.
And as we notice, Sheena Turing not suited up here for the Lady Bulldogs. So Mata getting some playing time to fill in those shoes, as well as Maaya.
It's going to be a big responsibility for Mata here. And let's see how Lams Lamina will activate her here in the first set.
Great hit there by Cassie Dongalio, really elevating and getting a look on where to bring that ball exactly on the court.
And nabanggit ko nga kanina, Kayla, it was the defense of NU Lady Bulldogs. But on the side of the Lady Warriors, grabe din yung depensa nila. And they are really anticipating these strong hits from the Lady Bulldogs.
Lamina to Solomon. And Solomon here getting another point, this time finding some hands on top of the net.
Just maximizing her height. And with that vertical, she can just be above that ball in that last sequence.
Alexa Mata now serving here. Ekalia, great save there by Lamina. Free ball here for the Lady Warriors. And of course, Cassie Dongalio making sure they take advantage of the free ball that was given to them.
Oh, I have to apologize, Kayla. It's Fernandez setting up on the side of the UE Lady Warriors. And it's good that she is maximizing itong si Cassie Dongalio here in the first set.
Great serve as well, almost an ace. Although NU getting that point there, care of Maaya rather. So score is now 6-3. NU with a 3-point advantage here in the first set. Shamel Fernandez saving that one. Although Alinsug is successful this time around, going cross-court.
That was all due to a free ball given up by the UE Lady Warriors. And we can really see na itong NU Lady Bulldogs just going all out in their serves. And nahihirapan in terms of first ball early on here yung the girls in white shirts.
Great serve. And so as you mentioned, NU really putting that pressure in order to rattle the reception of UE here. And so far, so good here.
And aside from that pressure sa service area, Kayla, and they are really targeting Cassie Dongalio. I'm not sure if yun yung goal nila, but it's working on the side of the Lady Bulldogs.
A big thank you to Converge Fiber, the official internet provider of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. As Maaya scores another point here for the NU Lady Bulldogs. Off our running attack. Great chemistry also with Lamina. First technical timeout score is 8-4 in favor of NU. As the new school year begins, Shakey's is bringing back its back-to-school treats. Students can enjoy their all-time favorite bunch of lunch for only 199 pesos and saving 30 pesos. Just present your school ID and enjoy this special treat from Shakey's. I'll now turn you over to Mikey for some updates.
Cassie Dongalio showed the true spirit and heart of a warrior last week, playing all around, filling in the missing spots in her team. From playing as a middle blocker to taking on the open spiker position, Cassie admitted na nakakapagod and she even experienced cramps during the game, affecting her physically. But even being the top scorer of the league, Cassie told me that what we have seen is not yet her all-out prowess. So let's see what more this impressive rookie can show us to hopefully make her team extend this to a do-or-die match next week. Your thoughts, Kayla and Rhea?
Well, as Rhea mentioned earlier, when we began the game, I personally think, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree with me, that Cassie Dongalio is as good as advertised.
Yes.
And we saw last week also, she's been in double figures, high double figures, even if they had back-to-back games, no fatigue whatsoever.
Yes, and a total of big 101 points here in Shakey Super League. 61 of which ay from that second round and nung they battle against the Adamson Lady Falcons. Second set pa lang Kayla, but she was able to generate 25 points already. A total of one set already.
And I was also able to talk to her and together with some of her teammates, and of course they want to change the winning culture in UE. So far, we can see a more cohesive team here in the Lady Warriors.
And aside from that, Kayla, kompleto na din yung lineup nila today. So let's see how Coach Jerry will maximize the girls here.
Great pipe attack coming from Dongalio there. Fernandez to Dongalio once again, tries for an off speed. But a great hit there coming from Lamina. Getting a point off a spike there. This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Lams Lamina just taking matters into her own hands, especially medyo malapit din yung first ball in that last sequence. But that was a good read by Bella Belen.
Fernandez to Famulagan. Great save there by Solomon. And an easy kill there for Bella Belen. Really making volleyball look so easy. Targeting that zone 1 area.
And yung volleyball IQ din talaga ni Bella Belen, going after that smaller blocker in that last sequence, paved the way for that point.
Timeout now called by UE.
I want to step up in the ball. We have pass naman. I want to kill it. I have you. Let's go. Napang pass. Pasok cover ah. Activate lahat. Activate lahat. Ano lang. Tara, tara.
Well, in the previous performances nila Kayla here in the second round, maganda naman yung nilaro ng Lady Warriors despite only being a 9-man sa lineup nila. And what the girls need now here in the quarterfinals is just to keep that momentum from going, especially going or facing a tougher opponent that is the NU Lady Bulldogs. And here in the first set, it seems that they are not, or they are struggling to generate or to get that momentum.
Actually, last week we saw that they've been fielding in only 9 players, as I think some were down with the flu or were feeling under the weather. But now it's good to see that these girls are complete. We can see Casey Zapada now back as well and ready to play in today's match versus the NU Lady Bulldogs, as she's badly needed here as well.
And speaking of complete din talaga, Cassie Dongalio, kinakailangan niya din yung assistance from her teammates. As we take a look at this combination play by Bella Belen, very wise to just tip it over dun sa walang tao.
So Lamina serving again. One full rotation already. Score is 13-6. Belen. Dongalio denied at the net. Coverage was there. She tries again. And a double contact rather called on Shaira Hardio. Ball slipping through her fingertips.
A good intention for Shaira Hardio to go for that overhead set because yung tendency mas kontrolado mo yung bola in terms of setting. Pero ayun nga, was unfortunate lang. She made that double contact violation.
Attack goes to the net and Lamina apologizes.
She knew that set was a little too short for Mata in that last sequence.
So Keisha Famulagan serving here for UE. Lamina to Belen, goes for a drop. Solomon, back-to-back errors here for the NU Lady Bulldogs that goes straight to the net for Solomon.
Errors after errors on the side of the Lady Bulldogs here. Let's see how the Lady Warriors will take advantage of these errors.
Team Rebel Sports is the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. So another free ball given up to UE. Alinsug from the back. And Vange Alinsug getting a point via back row attack.
Well, who else, Lams Lamina, will go to than Vange Alinsug, the #1 attacker here in Shakey Super League so far, Kayla?
5-point lead so far for the Lady Bulldogs. Make that 6 after an ace care of Bella Belen.
That was a good serve by Bella Belen.
This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. Belen quickly apologizes as she knew that that throw was a bit off or too short for her.
Well, ayun nga naman, jump serves are the kinds of serve na it begs high risk or high reward.
Alinsug, another powerful attack, really soaring with that vertical leap and drilling that one straight to the ground.
And what a set that was from Lams Lamina. That shoot set, perfect set for Vange Alinsug.
Second technical timeout here. Score is 16-10, still in favor of the Lady Bulldogs.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thin-Tense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible, crisp crust, Thin-Tense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey.
So back to the ball game here since score is already at 16 and considering our auto-play rule is in effect, our coaches can now sub in and out any player that they choose to. So Madriaga now in the floor for UE as well as Casey Cepada.
It's good to see Casey Cepada now back in the ball game, especially after being absent in the previous 2 games sa second round for the UE Lady Warriors. And also Tin Ikalia and giving points here for her squad. This is a good play by Madriaga to go for that lefty in the right side of the court.
So Tin Ikalia getting a point here. Madriaga to Ikalia again. Great block there by Maaya. Cañete from the middle. Solomon. Great save here by UE. Free ball for the Lady Bulldogs. Maaya running attack. Great rally we're seeing. Maaya attacks. Free ball once again for the Lady Warriors. And UE winning a big point here, coming from that really long rally of a power tip
And
from Casey Cepada.
Sorry, Kayla. And what a set that was from Madriaga. Just faking the blockers on the side of the Lady Bulldogs. And you can really give credits din sa defense ng Lady Warriors.
Now Vange Alinsug responding there with another powerful hit. Perfect setup as well by Lamina. Now substitutions on the side of Coach Norman Miguel, Bombita, and Pono in for Lamina and Solomon. Abigail Pono, hailing from Katmon, Cebu. Also was part of the UST High School program. But now a rookie for the Lady Bulldogs, a standout setter. And right when she gets in the court, Kay Bombita contributing for the Lady Bulldogs here.
And this is what's expected din talaga if you are subbed in by the coach, especially for a rotation like this wherein Coach Norman Miguel siguro wants an offensive substitution. And for you to be an attacker, you have to give those quality minutes for your squad.
Great reflexes there on the side of UE. And for the NU Lady Bulldogs, not ready to receive that ball. There was a point coming from the libero, that's Zeta. Pono to Alinsug. Sepada, but a double contact will be called on the side of the Lady Warriors. So 6-point advantage here in the first set for the Lady Bulldogs. A timeout now called by Coach Jerry Yee of the Lady Warriors.
We're doing good. May mga time lang na parang hindi natin binibigyan ng malay pa. Pero may magagandang ginagawa tayo. Keep going lang tayo. Tapos less tayo dun sa mga, ayan, sa mga calls na double. Kung ano-ano pa. Pero maganda lahat. Pati yung passing maganda. Okay? Tuloy lang tayo. Tuloy lang.
Well, I have to agree with what Team Captain Quizzy Madriaga reminding her girls in that last time out na iwasan yung mga unforced errors. And they are actually doing good here in the first set, Kayla. They were able to give those passes to the setter, but it's really the unforced errors it's breaking the momentum for the UE Lady Warriors. Let's see how they will respond in that last time out.
Madriaga sets up Dongalio in the back. Pono to Bombita. Ecalia, but 4 touches will be called here. So point again for Lady Bulldogs. And again, these errors really have to be minimized on the side of UE. As again, free points here for Lady Bulldogs. Great adjust there by Madriaga. Although Bella Balen quick to block that ball. That block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Great serve there by Alinsug. Great receive as well by Dongalio, and that translates into another point.
Well, ito lang yung kailangan ng UE Lady Warriors, that perfect pass. And that perfect set, an easy volleyball for them. And if they minimize those errors, I think they can close out the lead here in the first set.
So subs again here for UE. Famulagan out and Nogales in the ball game. Madriaga to Nogales. Free ball para sa UE. And a smart move coming from Madriaga. 1-2 play, but knowing exactly where to bring that ball.
That was a good 1-2 play by Madriaga. And pinag-decoy niya si Nogales and just going for that attack.
A big thank you to Summit Bottled Water, the official drinking water of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. Bella Belen with another point here, finding that gap between the blockers.
Oh, but what a set that was from Abe Pono. Grabe yung accuracy ng set niya. That was what Bella Belen wants.
Maaya serving. Over received by Zeta. Alinsug from the back. Attack goes out. Too much angle on that one. So NU 3 points away from bagging this first set. Converge Fibers, the official internet provider of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. Pono here to Mata. And Mata with another point off a quick attack.
A good setup then from Pono, and it's really nice to see etong si Mata just taking the shoes and the responsibilities, especially with the absence of Sheena Turing and their team captain, Erin Pangilinan, who is currently having some rest time sa bench.
And another block point here for the Lady Bulldogs. They are now at set point. This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
Well, with Cassie Dongalio na nasa first line, alam na nila yun ay bibigay kay Cassie Dongalio. Kaya a good close-out block from NU.
Great reflexes on the side of NU here. And Mata frustrated with that one, as she was not ready for that over dig coming from the side of UE. So UE saving a set point here. Cañete penetrating through that block, saving another set point.
What a set by Madriaga din. And a little too far from the net yung blockers ng NU Lady Bulldogs.
Perfect pass here. Ball still alive on the side of UE. And 3 straight points coming from the Lady Warriors. And that forces Coach Norman Miguel to call a timeout.
Tsagain nyo na lang, isa na lang tayo, di ba? Kaysa magka-error pa tayo. Well, pag nag-blocks ako yung pasok, may malayo sa ano eh. Di ba, puro error lang natin yun.
Guys, simulan natin sa basa. Simulan natin.
Basta mo na. Well, isa na lang yung kailangan ng NU Lady Bulldogs here to close out the first set. Kaya napatawag si Coach Norman ng timeout after that. 3 consecutive points from the Lady Warriors. And let's see how they will respond to that timeout.
Pono sets up Belen, and Belen finishes this first set 25-19.
This is a good set by Abby Pono. It was a little medyo mahirap yung pagka-receive. And you can really see the craftiness of Bella Belen to just go for that attack. And that's why she is in the top 3 in terms of attacking. And here in the first set, the NU takes the lead.
I only want the best. Thincredible, Thintense, Sensational, Thin Crust Pizza from Shakey's. Thincredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey's.
Linya sa zero.
Joab.
As the new school year begins, Shakey's is bringing back its back-to-school treat. Students can enjoy their all-time favorite bunch of lunch for only 199 pesos and saving 30 pesos. Just present your school ID and enjoy this special treat from Shakey's. So as we take a look now at our set 1 highlights here, NU, I'd say, having control still of the set, although they were unable to close out this first set with a breeze, as the UE Lady Warriors were able to save 3 set points. A lot of errors as well seen here in the first set coming from both teams, but great contribution from Belen and Solomon. On the side of the Lady Bulldogs, for the Lady Warriors naman, you have Casey Cepada and of course Cassie Dongalio doing the damage.
And you can really see that the Lady Bulldogs just powering up their serves, their attacks, and even their defense. And a good start, a strong start for the NU Lady Bulldogs here in the quarterfinals. As we take a look at these numbers, it's really the attacks and the blocks of the NU Lady Bulldogs just paved the way for that win in the first set.
So set 2 now underway. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. This time, si Cassie Dongalio naman, who will be scoring the first point here. Pono sets up Panike. So a different set of players as our all-to-play rule is in effect. Back-to-back points here for UE. This time, care of Nogales.
Siya yung kumuha sa first ball and sa kanya din binigay ni Madriaga. That was smart for Madriaga to do that.
So on the floor now for NU, we have Bombita, Belo, Pono, Pangilinan, Belen, and Panike. And on the other side, we have Rojo, Balingit, Dongalio, Cepada, Madriaga, and Nogales. Madriaga, sneaky want to play, pero nabasa naman ng NU. I believe Dongalio crossing over that line. Let's take a look at the replay here. Or was it her landing? Yes, it was her landing and her ankle twisting there.
Well, I hope it's not that bad for Cassie Dongalio.
Coaches and PTs checking on her. Hopefully she is okay. always really unfortunate to see these things happen to athletes, especially when you know that Cassie Dongalio has really been the top contributor here for UE.
Oh, that's a good sign here, Kayla, na makakalakad niya or nalalakad niya yung injury. But let's still hope it's a minor one for Cassie Dongalio. And let's see what Coach Jerry will do in replacement kay Cassie Dongalio.
So Dara Nieva taking the place of Cassie Dongalio. Madriaga will set up Nogales in the middle. Although that attack goes out, point here for the Lady Bulldogs.
Little too short of a set for Nogales in that last play. And unfortunately, sailed out in her attack.
This time, Nogales. Nakabawi naman this time around.
And she made sure din talaga na babawi siya here after committing that error.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Panike, powerful attack. That one sails out.
Well, what we're seeing right now, Kayla, is a relatively slow start for the NU Lady Bulldogs. Nagkaka-commit ng errors after errors, and this is something that the UE Lady Warriors should take advantage of here in the second set.
Free ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. Let's see what they make out of it. And Bello capitalizing on that free ball.
Well, you do not want to give up a free ball with Bello in the first line. And that was an easy volleyball on the side of the Lady Bulldogs.
Okay, Bombita serving. Hailing from Camarines Sur and the younger sister of Grace Bombita. Pono to Belen in the back. Madriaga to Nieva. So Dara Nieva really needing to step up here as she fills in the shoes of Cassie Dongalio. Let's hope it's just something minor. Although Panike here making her presence felt this time with the cross-court kill. Daranieva from the opposite. Attack goes wide here. So another point for the Lady Warriors.
That was a little too long for Bella Belen. And although that was a good intention, a little miscue lang in her execution.
Converge Fiber is the official internet provider of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. Great point there by Balingit. UE needing more of those. And we saw this earlier in one of the rallies. I think that was Cañete, if I'm not mistaken, with those power tips that have been proven to be efficient here so far for the Lady Warriors.
And what I love about the Lady Warriors here in the second set, Kayla, is that if nakakapuntos tong Lady Bulldogs, they really just making sure na magsa-side out sila agad-agad. And it's really working wonders for their squad.
This time, Ara Panike taking care of business in the front line. Another point. This time in zone 1. As she serves here for the Lady Bulldogs. Balingit, power hit. And Bello commits an error here. Point for the Lady Warriors.
Ito yung mga kailangan ng Lady Warriors to maximize those combination plays and other kinds of plays, hindi lang puro open or puro middle, but just to keep the attackers from going and from running.
Bello with another point here. This time, quick attack. Making sure she redeems that error earlier. Great set as well coming from Pono. Just enough power to penetrate through that block. Free ball here for the Lady Bulldogs.
A little miscue on the side of the Lady Bulldogs. Akala ko lalabas na nga yung bola pero kinuha ni Bello, and that's why we're here in the technical timeout now.
Super Fan of the Day is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. Very obvious who our super fans are cheering on for today's game. I'll now turn you over to Mikey for some updates regarding Cassie Dongallo.
Cassie Dongallo was in tears earlier after the fall, but thankfully, the initial diagnosis for her is just an ankle sprain. And earlier, they asked Cassie if she already ate, and hindi pa nga daw kumakain si Cassie. So right now, she's being fed with bread and water. And earlier, during the huddle of the Lady Warriors, Coach Jerry joked them that if they will be able to get 23 points against the NU Lady Bulldogs, they will have a Samgyup party within the Lady Warriors. So let's see what's going to happen for the Lady Warriors.
Thank you, Mikey. That's really interesting. An interesting report. And as we see Cassie Dongallo there healing or nursing that sprained ankle. Hopefully she gets back on the court soon. And so far, UE looking good here. This time with a 3-point lead. As a timeout called here by Coach Norman Miguel of the NU Lady Bulldogs.
Tulak na lang sa 8, huwag sa short kasi ando libero. Yung block masyadong malayo. Pag kukuha ng pag mag-commit sa quick pass, okay? Unahin pa sa pag mataas, huwag matakot kumuha ng kamay para may angat natin sa gitna. Go, go, go!
Well, a simple reminder from Coach Norman Miguel there. It's focused more on the technicalities of the game, yung mag-over-receive or yung close-out block, and pag-e-establish ng every action that the Lady Bulldogs will commit here in the second set. And it's a matter of just doing what they are doing sa training din talaga.
That serve way too long here for Yesha Rojo. Team Rebel Sports is the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. And that was an ace, care of Abby Pono.
A good float serve by Abe Pono. As we take a look at this replay, yung trajectory ng bola, parang lalabas na siya, but the last minute, it dropped in the back line.
This time, goes for that short serve. Attack goes wide here for UE. We are now all tied up at 10. Perfect pass by Zeta Cepada. Great hit. Nogales, power tip in the middle. Great save here by NU. And a smart play coming from Balingit. Just putting that ball on the empty zone.
And you can really see, tumingin muna siya kung saan yung empty zone nga on the side of the Lady Bulldogs. And that was very smart of an attack from her.
This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Belen, powerful hit. This time on the opposite side.
Grabe din talaga yung porsyento ni Bella Belen. And if ikaw yung setter and gusto mo mag-side out, you really have to go kay Bella Belen. And that was effective for Abby Pono in that last sequence.
And Nogales here getting a check. Stepping up here for the Lady Warriors.
And you know what, Kayla? Speaking of stepping up, with Cassie Dongalio, ayun nga, may injury. What Madriaga needs is the other girls din talaga to step up for Cassie Dongalio and give points for the Lady Warriors.
Now we have team captain Erin Pangilinan, hailing from Rodriguez Rizal. Perfect pass there by UE. And a block there by Panique and Bello, denying Nogales in the front. This block of a set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Perfect pass still there by Cepada, Balingit from the back. Asks for a check, but none given. Attack will sail out.
That was a good intention for Madriaga to set up si Balingit in the pipe, in the back row rather. Hindi nabasa ng blockers, but too much muscle lang in that last play.
Another perfect pass. Great job on the side of UE. As Madriaga with a sneaky 1-2 play there. Smart move and high volleyball IQ there in that last play by team captain and playmaker Madriaga. This time Bombita again using those hands of the blockers on the side of UE. This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Great serve there by Bombita. Attack error for UE, point for the Lady Bulldogs. That brings us to our second technical timeout.
I only want the best. Thincredible, Thintense, Sensational, Thin Crust Pizza from Shakey's. Thincredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey.
This fun family pizza of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. So to all our volleyball fans, we still have one more match after this one between the Lady Warriors and the Lady Bulldogs. Our match at 5 p.m. will be the Adamson Lady Falcons going up against the Arellano Lady Chiefs for a seat in the semis. Pono to Bello. Madriaga, Rojo replicating that attack. Bombita unable to control that attack. And a score here, or a point rather, for Casey Balingit, who's really stepping up in the second set.
And grabe din talaga yung defense ng both teams in that last sequence. And that was a good pipe attack from Balingit.
And Bello denied at the net there by Rojo. That was a big block coming from Rojo. This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
This is actually a good response from the Lady Warriors after that technical timeout. Nakakuha sila ng 2 points agad, and that's already a good side out for their squad.
And Panique with another point here. Panique really doing a great job as our rookie together with Bombita. Of course, they were also recruited together in Naga College Foundation. Serve goes wide here.
Well, alam mo Kayla, napansin ko din, the rookies are stepping up big time for their squads, and it's like a thing here in Shakey Super League, such as in the likes of Cassie Dongalio, etong si Panique, and it's really nice to see rookies just stepping up for their respective squad.
And a big thank you now to Summit Bottled Water, the official drinking water of the Shakey's Super League Preseason Championship. Substitutions now for the NU Lady Bulldogs. Lamina in. Pono going back to get some resting time, as well as Bombita. And Eliza Solomon as well back in the ball game. Madriaga sets up Balingit. Belen going cross court, successful this time around.
Grabe yung versatility ni Bella Belen. That wasn't somehow a perfect set, and it was an out-of-system play, but you can really see her, ayun nga, high volleyball IQ.
Lamina will set up Solomon here. Belen breaking down that wall built by the UE blockers. As we take a look at the replay here, Belen soaring and scoring right on the side of the Lady Warriors.
Okay, tapos yung place natin gumagana siya. Nakikita ko, hindi sila nakakasunod. Ang kulang na natin, patayin lang yung bola. So, in order for us para patayin yung bola, I need yung form. Okay? Hindi yan bababang ganon kung nakaganto tayo. Right? Sige lang, go lang, go lang. Tama tayo, tama. Para. Eh, baba!
As the new school year begins, Shakey's is bringing back its back-to-school treat. Students can enjoy their all-time favorite bunch of lunch for only 199 pesos and saving 30 pesos. Just present your school ID and enjoy this special treat from Shakey's. Bello with a long serve.
Well, a good timeout from Coach Jerry to break that momentum. Ayun na nga, na-error ni Bello yung serve in that last play.
Rojo to serve here. Lamina to Solomon on the opposite. Madriaga not in position to receive that ball.
That was crafty attack by Eliza Solomon. And what a set that was coming from Lams Lamina, and easy volleyball on the side of the NU Lady Bulldogs.
Eliza Solomon, a lot of awards to her name. Countless best opposite spiker in international competition, as well as, of course, the UAAP. And as well as most valuable player awards. This time now, another point for Arapanike via pipe attack.
Basta isa-isayin lang natin. Start tayo sa pasa, set, tapos patay. Bawi lang tayo ng bawi. Okay? Huwag tayo mawawala ng pag-asa. Okay? Go lang ha, go lang. Enjoy!
Eh, Papa! Well, the NU Lady Bulldogs are giving or putting pressure sa kanilang serve, and Crazy Madriaga reminding the girls na kailanganin nila yung pasa. And at this point din talaga, it's just the faulty receptions of the UE Lady Warriors that's giving 3 points for the Lady Bulldogs.
Almost an ace here. Although a miscommunication between Nogales and Cepada for that free ball.
Well, ayun nga, like I made mention earlier, it's the faulty receptions of the Lady Warriors that's been causing 3 points para sa NU Lady Bulldogs.
Converge Fiber is the official internet provider of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. Belen denied at the net by Balingin and Nogales.
What a block that was from Nogales. She knew na isa-set kay Bella Belen, and that was actually a good close-out block from her.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Erin Pangilinan this time with a running attack. And that puts National University at set point on the verge of bagging this second set. Great serve by Belen. Free ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. Cepada having to adjust to that one. Belen from the back. Great pick up by Zeta. And Cepada saving a set point here. Great drop ball there.
Smart for Casey Cepada to go for that open spot on the side of the Lady Bulldogs, just making sure na itatarget niya itong si Alyssa Solomon.
This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Lamina running attack to Pangilinan. That one does not cross over the net. Another set point saved.
No room for errors here para sa Lady Warriors if they want to extend this set.
Great pick up there by Reyes. And another set point saved here by the Lady Warriors. Score is 24-21. Same scenario as earlier. UE saving a lot of those set points.
Oh, last na yan. Cut na yan. Cut.
Okay lang,
Pahabain.
basahin natin yung mga drop ball ata. Yung balik kayo. Pasa! Ano? Lady Bulldogs! Maganda pa. Ako na lang. Ako bala. Sige, sige. Let's go. Bawi tayo. Bawi na tayo. Pasok ka gahat. Ako na ba? Tara.
Well, Kayla, I'm looking at Coach Jerry right now, and he is actually smiling. Siguro, dala na rin nung nabanggit ni Mikey kanina na kapag maka 23 yung girls, magsasamgyup sila, and let's see if magsasamgyup nga ba sila here.
Samgyup party daw ang mga Lady Warriors kapag naka 23 yung score. Pero tinapos din ng NU ang second set, bagging 2-0 here. Great set between these two squads. And of course, Lamina with a 1-2 play there, finishing the job here.
I only want the best. Thincredible, Thintense, Sensational, Thin Crust Pizza from Shakey's. Thincredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey.
Give it 10, 15, 20, down to the minute 20,000.
Happy na si Sir, oh.
So happy.
As the new school year begins, Shakey's is bringing back its back-to-school treat. Students can enjoy their all-time favorite bunch of lunch for only 199 pesos, and saving 30 pesos, just present your school ID and enjoy this special treat from Shakey's. So set 2 highlights here. A very eventful second set between both teams. For UE, we saw Cassie Dongalio unfortunately go down early in this set, and an early diagnosis suggests a sprained ankle, but hoping she is able to recover quickly enough. And we also saw Balingit stepping up here for the Lady Warriors.
But it was really the attacks of the NU Lady Bulldogs that's unstoppable and generating points after points for their squad. As we take a look here, Bella Belen going for every opportunity to strike. And of course, Nieva just feeling in the shoes of Cassie Dongalio, who is currently nursing at her ankle sprain. And a better showing for the UE Lady Warriors with a score 21-25 in the second set.
As we take a look at our set 2 numbers here.
And again, like I made mention, it's really the attacks of the NU Lady Bulldogs. That is 14 compared to 2. And blockings, although may kalamangan yung UE Lady Warriors in terms of blockings, but the aces of the Lady Bulldogs just really unstoppable in that second set. And on the side of the UE Lady Warriors naman, they were able to generate aces for their squad.
But in terms of attacks, halos magkaparehas lang naman, 14 versus 12 on the side of UE. So let's see if UE can extend this match or if NU will be booking the second seat to the semi-finals. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. And this time, Casey Cepada with a powerful hit cross court.
You know what, Kayla, in the preliminary round here in the Shakey Super League, yung first game ng NU, it was the UE Lady Warriors. And although the UE Lady Warriors fell short 3 sets, but here in this quarterfinals, a better showing for the UE Lady Warriors with the score 21-25 in that last set.
So definitely, I have to agree with what you mentioned, Rhea, na mas maganda yung pinapakita ngayon ng Lady Warriors kumpara sa first game nila versus, again, the NU Lady Bulldogs. And if I'm not mistaken, we were the ones that also covered that.
And you can really see din talaga yung improvement, yung eagerness, and the maturity of the girls after siguro the first round and the second round. And yun lang din naman yung kailangan ng girls here in the quarterfinals. Just to, ipakita yung capabilities nila as a team.
Bella Belen to serve. Hailing or coming from Quezon City. She was the second best outside spiker last 2022 in the Shakey Super League Collegiate Preseason Championship. That block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Ikalia with the reception. Madriaga to Rojo. Baling it from the back. Solomon. No blockers to be found there on the side of UE.
Oh, the options of Lams Lamina with 3 spikers in the front line. Meron siyang Alyssa Solomon, Ara Panique, and Bello. All very of high percentage for the Lady Bulldogs here in the quarterfinals.
And Casey Cepada with another point.
Well, they need her, Kayla, especially if they want to extend this game to a 4th or 5th set and just extend the series to a do-or-die match. They really need her, Casey Cepada and Nieva, to just provide numbers for the UE Lady Warriors. But in that last sequence, it's Ara Panique that was unstoppable.
Great attack there by Ara Panique. As Bello serves, getting some playing time, or some more playing time rather, in the absence of Sheena Turing. Bello hailing from Kogi States in Nigeria. Ekalia denied at the net there and no coverage on the side of UE.
A miscue on their side. Nagkatinginan lang sila after that block, but what a block that was from Alyssa Solomon.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Lamina to Maaya, and that one just enough power to get over that net.
Well, yung options ni Lams Lamina to set her balls here, it's very high percentage kasi nga yung yung UE Lady Warriors rather, they're struggling with their first ball, and in the end, in return, they're giving up free balls for the Lady Bulldogs.
A big thank you to Converge Fiber, the official internet provider of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championships. And Alyssa Solomon here. Another powerful attack.
For the Lady Bulldogs, their captain Erin Pangilinan is back and now with a renewed purpose. After visiting the Child House Center 2 weeks ago, she shared with me how it was such a heartwarming experience to see those little kids continuously fighting their battles, which also motivated them to strive harder at patuloy na lumaban. And now connecting it with everything she went through these past few weeks, she told me that now everything made sense for her, and this made her understand even better all the challenges she had to go through. And as they continue to fight for that back-to-back title, they are extra eager to carry on what they have started ever since high school, which is to inspire and motivate others. But this time, this battle is no longer just theirs alone, but also for the kids of the Child House Center. Kayla and Rhea?
Thank you, Mikey, for that update. It's really heartwarming to hear that these girls or our athletes give back as well to their community and to those in need. And that their purpose as well is to inspire people on and off the court. But going back to the game, the spike of a set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
You know what, Kayla, nakausap ko nga din si Erin Pangilinan earlier with actually Mikey Abueg, and talking about their experience and how it inspired them. Naiiyak na siya even talking about it, and it's really nice to see these girls just playing volleyball for a greater purpose.
Yesha Rojo now on deck for the Lady Warriors. Lamina will set up Panique here. And another point here for the Lady Bulldogs. Care of Ara Panique.
That was a good up from the Lady Warriors, but the spike of Ara Panique was just too strong for the defense of the Lady Warriors.
Baling it there from the open side. Bella Belen goes for that drop, although that one sails out for the Lady Bulldogs.
Yung gesture ni Bella Belen, she wants to get the hands para ma-block out sana yung atake niya. But luckily for Team Nicalia, hindi niya na-check yung atake ni Bella Belen.
Maaya with a running attack and gets that point. So NU with a fairly comfortable lead here. This cool play of a set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Serve too strong here for Cham Maaya. And a service ace here for Balingit. That one right or falling right on that end line.
Well, I also thought na lalabas yung serve niya, but ganun talaga yung chances if you have a float serve.
Back-to-back service aces here for Balingit. Targeting Ara Panique. Better reception and perfect pass translates into that 1-2 play and a point coming from Lams Lamina.
That was a good pass, a better pass from Ara Panique, although a little too close to the net, but no problem for Lams Lamina, especially if nasa first line din siya, she can always do that 1-2 play.
Lamina to Solomon, and an easy kill here for Alyssa Solomon. No blockers once again.
And you know what, Kayla, Lams Lamina, she makes it look so easy yung setting. Especially galing pa siya nag-serve, tapos tumakbo siya in the opposite court. And to back set it to Alyssa Solomon, it's just so swiftly of her.
And Bella Belen, combination play, breaking down those blockers, or the walls rather, built by those blockers, Nogales and Cepeda on the other side. Service error here by Lamina. A big thank you to Team Rebel Sports, the official team uniform of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. Free ball given up here to the Lady Warriors. Madriaga to Rojo. Cepada will attack, and a point here for Kai Cepada.
Grabe din talaga yung vertical ni Kai Cepada. She was actually a middle blocker in her high school years in UST, and you can really see that transition very effective here in the UE Lady Warriors.
That spike of the set was brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. This time, it's Alyssa Solomon doing the damage for NU.
And grabe, it was an out-of-system play na, but Alyssa Solomon just making sure na mapupuntos niya yung set sa kanya.
Casey Cepada will try. Covers her own attack. And another point here by Alyssa Solomon. Most of those points on the side of NU really contributed by Alyssa Solomon.
I only want the best. Incredible, Thintense, sensational, thin crust pizza from Shakey's. Incredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey.
As the new school year begins, Shakey's is bringing back its back-to-school treat. Students can enjoy their all-time favorite bunch of lunch for only 199 pesos while saving 30 pesos. Just present your school ID and enjoy this special treat from Shakey's. So back to the ball game. Score is 16-11 in favor of NU. Make that 16-12. Followed by that over-receive. Lamina sets up Solomon. Ikalia to Cepada. And a check ball there called by the referees. Let's see if there was a check. And there was on the hands of Alyssa Solomon as per our referees. Actually, Cepada really stepping up big time here in this third set. She's already on her second playing year. Also hailing from Katmon Cebu. She was also teammates with Dongalio in their early years in Katmon Cebu.
And alongside Cassie Dongalio, I believe magka-teammates din sila nitong si Abe Pono, who's also from Katmon Cebu, and Reg Jurado from UST. And it's really nice to see these girls from Cebu just contributing points for their respective schools here.
This school play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Timeout now called by the Lady Warriors.
Lang ulit, 5. So, isa-isay natin. Tayo yung may pasa. Okay. So, chance natin to ulit. Isang pasa. Okay. So, lahat naman gumagana right now. So, madaming tayo dyan. Ba't ba kayo tumatawa? Sige.
As the new school year begins, Shakey's is bringing back its back-to-school treat. Students can enjoy their all-time favorite bunch of lunch for only 199 pesos and saving 30 pesos. Just present your school ID and enjoy this special treat. Aisha Bello. Lamina to Panique. Great pickup there by Balingit. Casey Cepada with great intention, although faulty execution.
A good intention for Casey Cepada to go for that off-speed attack, knowing na yung blockers niya si Alyssa Solomon and si Maaya on the side of the Lady Bulldogs. And if she was successful in that last sequence, it could have been a point for their squad.
Serve goes wide though for Aisha Bello. So that puts NU with a 5-point advantage. And smart move by... Actually, there was a net touch called here by the Lady Warriors. So point here for NU.
And ito na nga yung nabanggit natin earlier, Kayla. It's the unforced errors of the Lady Warriors that's giving free points for NU. And in that last sequence, that was actually a smart move. Pero ayun nga, there was a net touch violation.
Summit Bottled Water is the official drinking water of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. Maaya there from the middle. Hardio to Panique. And point again for the Lady Bulldogs, care of Ada Panique.
A good close-out block by Ekalia and Rojo. And a faulty execution lang. And that was a good out-of-block attack by Panique.
So reinforcements coming in here. Pono and Bombita. Madriaga to Balingit. Balingit denied at the net there. And a check called on Casey Balingit. Rather, a check called, and that point will be awarded to the Lady Warriors. A big thank you to Converge Fiber, the official internet provider of the Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. Maaya there with an attack in the middle. Double contact called on NU. Point here for the Lady Warriors.
Well, the NU Lady Bulldogs just giving up 3 points via their unforced errors, and with a 4-point lead, this is something na the UE Lady Warriors sana should take advantage and do more of those, yung mga blocks nila and yung better reception and their attacks. As we take a look at this replay, that was a good close-out block from UE.
Bono to the middle, and errors piling up here on the side of the Lady Bulldogs.
Mukhang papatawag ng timeout nga si Coach Norman Miguel here.
Siyang hinabol mo o nandito siya. But kung napunta naman sa imbo, lagaw mo ng paraan, magpapaluin pa rin. Naiintindihan? O kaya walang coverage, mas malaki yung block nandun, cover naman tayo. Naiintindihan? Mas importante, mas may height yung bola sa quick para nagagawa ng paraan. Oh!
Well, in that last time out, Kayla, itong si Coach Norman Miguel, he's just translating ano yung nagkukos ng mga errors nila. It's the timing, the coverage, and this is really something na sana he wants his girls na iwasan nila to minimize again those errors. And well, speaking of errors, an attack error on the side of the UE Lady Warriors. a good timeout there from Coach Norman Miguel.
Now, some substitutions here. Bella Belen going back to the bench, and Vange Alinsug on the court now. Great serve there by Panique. Pono will give it to Alinsug, and a smart play coming from Vange there, going for that drop ball.
Well, quality minutes for Vange Alinsug. She is currently the #1 attacker here in Shakey Super League. Her efficiency rate is just... Oh, she's rather #2 sa attackers here.
And that's also because of her high efficiency rate. And a service ace for Ara Panique that puts them at match point. Ara Panique to do serving honors. That serve goes wide. And Ikalia will serve here for the Lady Warriors. So match point still for the Lady Bulldogs. Let's see if they can end it here, or if UE will save another match point. Panique from the back. Great save there by Hardio. Madriaga to Nogales. And Nogales finds that empty zone on the back court.
Both teams just going after those defensive stops, and what a set that was from Madriaga to go for that quick attack. Nalilito yung blockers on the side of the Lady Bulldogs. Let's listen into what Coach Norman Miguel has to say.
Hindi pwede iwan yung saksak mo bilang naglalakad. Go, tapos!
Sa mga tampasa ha, patayin nyo ha. Simula sa isang maganda. Go! Hey!
Well, no further instructions naman from Coach Norman Miguel. Gusto niya lang siguro i-break yung momentum na na-build ng UE Lady Warriors, and let's see how they will take advantage of coming off from that timeout.
And you also only needing one more point here to close out this game. And an attack error by Bombita. That one going to the net.
All smiles from the girls in white shirts, and again, I'm looking at Coach Jerry right now. They only need 4 points or 3 points in this set.
And so cross-court attack. Hardio trying to save that. But UE here with another point. And we see Coach Jerry signaling, isa na lang. One more point for their Samgyo party.
Well, you know what, Kayla? The girls deserve din naman a Samgyo party after their performance here in the Shakey Super League, especially their improvement as a new team, as a rebuilding team. You can really see their maturity then as a team.
And today we saw they're really giving NU a hard time here.
And what a time for Tin Ikalia to serve an ace finally. Kayla, magsasamgyup na nga itong Lady Warriors.
So an ace here by Tin Ikalia. Score is now 24-23.
Well, aside from that Samgyo party, let's see if the girls can extend this set here.
And Alinsug finishing the job here. And that does it for the NU Lady Bulldogs, who are the second team to book a seat to the semi-finals and advance together with the FEU Lady Tamaraws. Credits to Alinsug for ending that rally.
And credits then, of course, to the performance of both teams, and especially I have to give emphasis to the performance of the UE Lady Warriors, as they have improved really well here in the Shakey Super League. They are showing better. They are performing better, especially after their first meet against the Lady Bulldogs in the preliminary rounds with score na hindi umaabot ng 20. And as we take a look at this score, 19.
I only want the best. Thincredible, Thintense, Sensational, Thin Crust Pizza from Shakey's. Thincredible crisp crust, Thintense real cheese, sensational flavor. There's no thin like Shakey.
Give me 10, 15, 20, down to the minute 20,000.
Happy na si Sir Roy.
So happy.
This best player of the match is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Rhea, sino ang napili mong best player of the game for today's match?
Sorry. Well, you know what, Kayla? Choosing the best player of the game is really hard, especially if you have Vanch Alinsog, Bella Belen on the court. But for today's match, it's really Eliza Solomon scoring big points for the NU Lady Bulldogs. And you can really see her athleticism early on the first set, second set, and down to that final set.
As I now turn you over to Mikey together with Eliza Solomon.
I am now here with our back-to-back MVP of the match, Eliza Solomon with Pearl Denura. So, Alay, congratulations to you and your team. Pero nakikita nga namin laging sobrang kalmado mo sa loob ng court. Saan ka nga ba kumukuha ng lakas every game?
First, syempre kay Lord. And then next is yung mga taong nakapaligid sa akin. Sila yung nagiging reason kung bakit ako nagbibigay ng very best ko every game. Yun po.
Ngayon naman, pasok na kayo sa semifinals and you guys are one step closer sa inyong back-to-back titles. Ano pa nga bang kailangan gawin ng NU in order to get there?
Huwag kami magsawang matuto sa training namin and kailangan namin lagi mag-improve every day and ano pa ba? Ano pa ba? Ikaw?
Kailangan natin i-reach yung goal natin.
Yan po.
At dahil dyan, meron ba kayong mga gustong batiin?
Batiin mo.
Ikaw lang.
Ako na. Binabati ko yung teammates ko na nasa dugout. Hello, yung parents ko na nandito and yung parents ng teammates ko. Kila Sir Bing, kay Ma'am Marisa, hello po. Yun po.
And dahil dyan, meron kayong gifts from Shakey's. Congratulations once again, Eliza and Pearl, and to the rest of the NU Lady Bulldogs. And now, back to the panel.
Congratulations again to Eliza Solomon and to the rest of the Lady Bulldogs who are now advancing to the semifinals round together with the Far Eastern University Lady Tamaraos. As we see here, Eliza Solomon, our best player of the match. Now, let's take a look at our game highlights. First, for set 1, NU having control of this set, although a lot of errors and a slow start rather from both of these squads, but contributions big time coming from Belen and Solomon for NU, and in that first set, Cassie Dongalio for the Lady Warriors.
And the distribution of sets then from Lams Lamina activating Bella Belen, Vange Alinsog, Eliza Solomon, our best player of the game, and of course the middles of NU Lady Bulldogs just paving the way for that win in the first set in the unstoppable attacks of their spikers, and the score is 19-25.
On to the second set for UE, we unfortunately saw Cassie Dongalio go down early and with a sprained ankle. Balingit stepping up though, and Daraneva as well to fill in those shoes. On the other side for NU, their attacks were just too much for the Lady Warriors to handle. And again, we also have to give credit to the libero Shaira Hardio for manning those receptions and the floor defense, and as well as to Cam Salamina for orchestrating the offense and being able to distribute and make her spikers look good. And again, that was contributions from Belen, Solomon, Alinsog, and Chama Aya in the middle. Moving on to our third and final set, we saw here Casey Cepada stepping up as well for the Lady Warriors. NU had an early lead as we began that set, but for NU, it was Solomon and Panique really just doing the damage.
And aside from that, it's really the service aces then of the NU Lady Bulldogs. They're taking advantage of an opportunity to point in every department in the attacks and blockings and in the service area, and just really taking advantage of that momentum they have and to book a ticket in the semifinals here in Shakey's Super League.
An overall good match between these two teams. UE really putting up a fight. Final score is 25-19, 25-21, and 25-23, all in favor of the NU Lady Bulldogs. As we now take a look at our match numbers here.
Well, in terms of attacking, it's really the gap of attacks that is 49-36 of the Lady Warriors, and in blockings we have 5-3, and of course the aces 5-3 as well, and the opponent errors, although madami yung binigay na errors ng NU Lady Bulldogs for UE Lady Warriors, but it's really their attacks that compensated to that huge amount of errors.
As we now take a look at our playoff bracket, so our semi-final picture starting to look a little bit more clear. Aside from FEU, now we have the NU Lady Bulldogs advancing to the next round. But later, in just a few moments rather, we will be seeing the Arellano Lady Chiefs going up against the Adamson Lady Falcons. The Adamson Lady Falcons with a twice-to-beat advantage. So the winner of this will be going up against NU in the semi-finals. Again, I'm Kayla Reyes alongside Rhea Raagas and Mikey Abueg on the sidelines. We'll be back for some more volleyball action.